It's day 8 of my 14-day New Year devotional, and today at church we talked about the life of Samson, and it was interesting because I don't guess I've really studied it too much, but it kind of stopped me in my tracks because it is right along with what we've already been talking about. So from the beginning, Samson was chosen by God, he was empowered by God. He knew God, and God had a plan for his life, but over time, he started chasing the world. He gave in to his flesh, even after God had warned him of such things. How often do we do this? Like, we know that we should be disciplined. We know that we should have good habits. We know where the landmines are, and we still sometimes find ourselves in them, right? And the solution is always drawing close to God. But what stood out to me is that my pastor noted that in this story that he doesn't cry out to God until very late in the story when he's desperate. It made me really think about how long we go when we're relying on our own strength, giving into our own desires, trying to do things our own way, and we end up in a mess. And sometimes we wait until the mess to really pray and cry out to God. But even though God had a plan for Samson's life and he has a plan for our lives, it is our responsibility to stay close to him, to continue to strive to know and live in his will. And one other thing that my pastor shared was that our preparation depends on our connection to God. Like, he has something for us, but without that closeness, without that connection in the time of preparation, how are we going to get there, and how are we going to know that we are in his will? It's our responsibility to remove distractions daily and to focus on, staying close to our loving God, our Heavenly Father, so that we are aligned, our thoughts are aligned, our motives are aligned, and we know that we're living in his will. Because if you're straying off the path, things get confusing, things get hard. And I'm not saying living a God-centered life is easy, because it isn't. It's hard to stay that way. But in the long term, when you're living in his will, when you're striving to please him, and when you're doing what it takes to keep that closeness, you're going to have more peace, and you're going to know that you're on the right path. So stay focused, friends. It's not easy, but it's worth it.